Hello, my name is Andy Wozniak. I am a realtor at the KTR Group and eXp Realty. I want to talk to you a little bit about freedom as it relates to real estate and specifically as it relates to real estate at eXp Realty. There are, in my opinion, four main pillars of this idea of freedom that we get to experience at eXp, and I want to share them with you because to me, honestly, they're life-changing in the long run, and they change the way that we work on a day-to-day basis so that we can be the best versions of ourselves for our clients. So I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense quite yet, sit tight and let me dig into this a little further. So there's four different freedom topics that I want to talk about. The first one is financial freedom. And this is one that I think a lot of people talk about with EXP, and it's the last one. They start talking about financial freedom and they hit on all these topics and then they stop. And then there's no more freedom discussion. They want to go talk about splits or why don't you have an office space or whatever. So let me back up. So the financial freedom that we experience here, the splits and the caps, they're all awesome. That's one pillar. And I tread lightly on that because this conversation is not about splits and caps. I don't want to talk about that. But that is one pillar. So, we are selling agents. We are not at EXP to recruit a gazillion people to the company just for the sake of recruiting. We are selling agents. My wife and I guess I should say that too, is that I am an agent. I also work with my wife, whose name is Kelsey, who I am sure I will reference a ton in this video because we work together. So we are selling agents. We run a team. Last year, just to give you some perspective, we did just about 160 transactions with the team. Of those 160, a little over 60 were just Kelsey and I. So we are definitely selling agents. So we do benefit from the cap and the splits, and we feel all that. And that's just one pillar of the financial freedom that we experience at the company. The second one is we get stock in the company. And I'm sure a few months ago, you saw all kinds of posts from all kinds of people about EXP stock. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a thing and it's amazing. And what you get long-term with it is truly financial freedom. It is what we are building. We are trying to build something that in, X amount of years from now, we don't have to, with a microscope, figure out how many transactions do we have to do this year to have X, Y, and Z for our family. That's our goal. So the stock is definitely the second pillar of financial freedom at the company. And the third one that kind of rounds out this financial freedom is rev share. So basically rev share is just a referral fee, paid by the company to us for us bringing over top producing agents. So those three different things, being a selling agent, getting stock in the company, and rev share, those three things give us the ability to have actual true financial freedom. And I feel like that's a topic that gets tossed around a bunch that no one really ever digs in. And what does that mean? So, we are trying to build a situation where we are not watching every dollar that comes into our account. We are in such a good place because of the brokerage we're at, because of the hard work that we've put in, that in the future, we are free. We are totally free financially. So that's the first idea. The second idea is this idea of physical space freedom. Now, what the heck does that mean? It means we're a cloud-based brokerage, and I'm sure you know that. However, what does that actually mean? So we're cloud-based. So it means that you're not going to see one of our offices in every city, town, on every corner. You're not going to see that. And is that a bad thing? No. How many Netflix offices do you see driving down the street? You don't, right? You don't. We don't have to go to that physical space every day. Now, if you know us, or if you know the KTR group, or if you know other EXP, other people at EXP, do people have offices? Yeah, we have an office. We've got an office down the street. Right now, it's probably 5 miles from our house. And it's great. I don't use it. My wife doesn't use it. Some of the people on our team don't use it, but there are a lot of people that are in our group that do use it. They're there every day because they like that idea of an office space. Me personally, I don't like it. I don't want to go in. And our brokerage allows us to work how we want to work. if you know me, or if you've tuned in before, you know that I, more often than not, might take an appointment on a Zoom call or on a conference call, sitting on the tailgate of my truck in the park. I've done it before. I will not stop doing it. It is the best. You know, I feel like I'm the best for our team and my clients, our clients, for my wife and I, when I am in the right physical space, when I'm doing the things that fuel me. And if I have to go to an office to do that, it's not going to work. We are able to travel. My wife and I love to travel. We we have a 7-month-old, and our goal is to have him grow up knowing what travel is. You know, we want to be able to go and, you know, say we're gone for a month. We want to be able to work for an hour or two in the morning, make sure everybody's good, and then we go about our day. We're on vacation. You know, at that point, you know, right now we work from home as it is. We pop in the office whenever we absolutely have to. But if we're on vacation and we're still working, it's the same exact experience that our clients and our team and other agents that we work with, it's the same experience they get on a day-to-day basis. The only limitation at that point is we just can't go show the house. So we lean on someone else that is around locally to go show the house for us, and then we're good to go. You know, it's business as usual. So that idea of physical space, not having to go be at an office, not having that desk fee, not having any of that, is awesome. It is incredibly freeing. Hence the idea of freedom. The third idea here is mental space, and it really kind of ties into that physical space idea I just brought up. So think about your mental space when you go into an office, and, you know, let's call him Joe, and Joe is there, and you're like, man, Joe just gets under my skin for whatever reason. Guess what? I don't have to go deal with Joe on a daily basis. You know, I go to my office upstairs and I go to work and I'm good to go. I don't have to deal with any office drama. I don't have to deal with any of that. You know, the printer at the office doesn't work. The restrooms at the office suck, or whatever it may be. We don't deal with that. You know, for me, my mental space, if when I am on it, I am, like I said before, I'm the best version of me for my clients, for our clients, and for our team. And me being in that right mental space is awesome. And it is what I need. And it is freeing. And it helps me get and achieve the goals that I do want to get and achieve. The last one, which we're continuing to build to, is growth. And this is a topic that I can talk at quite length about, but I'll just be brief here for the purposes of this video. So this idea of growth, you know, we're a cloud-based brokerage. So what does that mean? We're just out here, we're just on our own. We have no resources. We have no way to get in touch with the company. Definitely not at all. We have incredible trainings. We've got the EXP world, basically. So we log in with our, you know, our username and whatnot. We get in there with our avatar and we walk around our little world. We can go to different meeting rooms. We can go into our state broker rooms, be able to schedule time with our broker, talk to them. We're able to meet other people throughout the company, you know, and they might not be in our physical region. They might not be, we're in Northeast Ohio. They might not be agents in Ohio. They might be agents from Kansas City or Los Angeles or New York City. We can just bump into them in the world and talk to them. And the key there is that we can bump into them, talk to them, create a relationship, and learn from them. We have access to the top agents around the country and around the globe at EXP, and we can learn from them. And guess what? This is really cool. I've been to a bunch of different EXP events. Everyone is so willing to show you their playbook. They're not trying to keep anything for themselves, because everyone understands that the success of each agent also breeds the success of the company. And that is what we're all looking for. We're trying to create the strongest possible brokerage by bringing the strongest possible agents. And we've got access to all of them, and everyone's willing to share. And we're just going to keep growing. And see what I mean? I can start talking about this for a really long time, but this idea of growth, this idea of access to all these people, the trainings that are offered, there's 60 some trainings, live trainings that are done every week in the world that I can go take part in whenever I want. Some of them are recorded. I can go back in, I can tune into them, I can take my notes, I can hit pause, go out, do the appointment, hit play, continue my notes, and off I go. I don't have to go to that physical space where my mental space gets bogged down, and then I'm not excited to grow, right? I don't have to go to a certain physical space, which helps my mental space, which makes me more excited to grow, which makes me better for my clients, which makes me better for the team, and which makes me just a better person to be around. Anyway, so those 4 pillars again were the financial freedom, the physical space freedom, the mental space freedom, and the ability to grow. If you have any questions for me, if you have any kind of feedback, I'd love to hear it, whether it be, Andy, the video was awesome. Andy, I'd love to know more about what the heck you're talking about. Andy, what the heck is EXP? Whatever it may be. Andy, you suck at doing videos. Don't ever do another video. Find my information. It's going to be done in the comments. Shoot me a message. Thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you later.